Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Opts to play it back. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Now there's a fine ball. He's cut it out. Now it's Batistuta. No way through. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Eto'o aimed beyond the defence. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And here's Schneider. Ibrahimovic! Same again, same outcome.
Miami really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Getting up there! It's in! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 15 minutes is number 15.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Marquinhos. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal knocks it into space, and he's certainly onside here. No way through, so back it comes. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, perfectly measured that. No, that's been intercepted. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Steaming, it's Totti! And he's lifted it over. Lovely feet. Crosses it in. He leaps for it! Ibrahimovic finds himself offside. Oh, what has happened here? Silvestre did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Eto'o. Eto'o. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's picked out the run. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Miami have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Batistuta, and the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here. Towering header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And it's Azar. Marquinhos. Azar, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And here's Eto'o. That's good running with the ball. Ibra tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, good effort! And he's following up! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Nicely weighted ball. He has found a way through. And he was alert to it. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The team separated by the tiniest of margins at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And here's Batistuta. Decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ibrahimovic. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a key interception. Silvestre. Messi. Batistuta. Now it's Totti. Oh, just skips past his man. Totti. Good, strong midfield running here. And this is Ronaldinho. Picked out, shot, surely! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had...
Chance for a shot! And he stuck it away! And they've got their lead back. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Totti. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Batistuta. Can he finish? He has hit that forcefully.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Kong and Hanoi appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Ronaldinho. Kong and Hanoi have a free kick. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Totti taking charge of the dead ball. And this, an opportunity to pull level. And he's gone backward here. Great challenge, timed to perfection.
Oh, that's great. That's great concentration.
Azar. Now that looks a decent ball. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Now the ball's gone astray. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. He's having a shot!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick. Eto'o. And here's Schneider. And this is Azar. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Totti, looking for the run. And back to the keeper. That has been cut short. And it's Totti. And here's Batistuta.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's in on goal. Azar. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to play it through. Azar receives it in a good position here. Defending of the desperate variety. Batistuta.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That is a great pick out. Totti! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Totti was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
And he's managed to get free. It's an early cross. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in.
Miami nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now it's Yamal. Nice control. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Eto'o taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match and deserved. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling. Hazard. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Quality ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And smartly reclaimed. And it's made its way to him. Messi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Totti. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now, what about a counter-attack? So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
It's little surprise, Peter, that this fella Tonali gets compared to some real legends of the game. The style of play, even his appearance. Yes, he'll be the one expected to take up a deeper role and play make from back there, but I see him as having a lot more than that in his game. His positioning is key. He reads the game particularly well. He's headed for stardom.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. No, it's come to nothing. Hazard looking to be a menace in the final third. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And it's Sneijder. And here's Forlan. Hazard. Aims beyond the defence. Takes it. Hazard! Oh, good stop by the keeper. And it's been hooked away. Great vision. Big chance! Messi. It's Batistuta. Totti. Now it's Eto'o. Now that looks a decent ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Marquinhos. Now it's Forlan. And it's Sneijder. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that's nice. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ah, that's a fine interception. That's a look and place it forward. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Forlan. Sneijder. Donnarumma claims comfortably. Sneijder. It's Sneijder! Oh my word, that is quite something! About as smooth as it gets. And there is your opener. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Miami are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he plays one through. He's got away. Fallen! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Ferdinand. Looking for the run. And that pass just didn't quite work. Knocks it into space. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And yes, it's him again. Shot a goal! It's loose, and oh, he's been caught on it here. Marquinhos. So, a temporary halt to the action. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess. The second half is up and running. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. Can he get on the end of this? He goes for a shot! Goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
Conte. Rijkaard. And it's Schneider. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Hazard. Messi. Threads one in. Pass is just off target. Kong and Hanoi are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the...
Can he finish?
Miami are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Hazard. And it's Conte. Oh, what has happened here? Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. He is through here. Eto! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he get it through? And it's been played through. Not a hint of offside here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
In with the challenge. Now it's Totti. Tries to pass it through. Eto'o has it in a wide position. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Batistuta. Schneider. Yamal. And here's Eto'o. Thinks one through. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And this is Eto'o. That's been cut out, well played. Yamal. Yamal. Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Keeper always had the measure of that.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Kong and Hanoi are looking to go forward now. It's a promising position. Showing good feet. Shapes to shoot! Is their second corner of the game. He's had a shot! Corner number 3 coming up. Great chance! And that's a sharp finish. How many, just how many? The golf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Miami couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Hazard. Looking for options for movement. Hazard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
3 minutes added time.
Has to go back here. Ferdinand.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And time is up. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Forlan voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling.
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up with those who are congregating centrally.
Decent chance! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
And the shot! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Tries to pass it through, and he's quick to return it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Lamina. He won't be happy with that one.
Now it's Forlan. Now they can break here. And this is Sneijder.
And he cuts out the supply. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Sneijder.
No way through. Conte. And it's Marquinhos, driving on and making good progress. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
No, it's come to nothing. Can he spark a counter here?
Kong and Hanoi always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Conte.
Sneijder. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Messi. And it's Lamina. Now it's Ronaldinho.
That's a good run down the left. He is through.
Takes a shot! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
It's Sneijder! It's a goal! And they're back in front! That was a given, it always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop?
And he shoots! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Ferdinand.
Tar is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Great chance! And it's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Miami are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all...
Ibrahimovic! Ronaldinho. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Schneider. Lemina gets over and intercepts. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Eto'o. Yamal. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Two added minutes
Ended up in no man's land. Conte. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. Eto'o. And it's Ronaldinho. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Miami are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
On public transportation today,
we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. And we get things going again. Totti. Lovely ball and a real chance now. It's Eto'o! Off the post. Ferdinand, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Always goal side. Tar gets across and deals with it. Rijkaard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Yamal. Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, nice touch. Tries to play it through. That's a good ball. And the shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
This looks promising. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And this is Forlan. Ibrahimovic. Ronaldinho.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Hazard. Forlan. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So now the difference is 3. Now, can they get him away? Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is... tries a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Eto'o, distributed tidily. And it's Lamina.
Totti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Great vision.
Eto'o.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
And here's the chance to counter.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Ibrahimovic, he's through on goal here.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards.
Donnarumma must save this.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Now it's Totti. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Conte. And he's being shifted off it. Short changes him with that pass. Lamina. And here's Totti. And here's Eto'o. Caught offside that time.
Substitution.
Kong and Hanoi are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
That's really well manoeuvred.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ronaldinho. And that is a little undercooked. Now this could be a chance. Dembele. Conte. Kante with the foul.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Ferdinand.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking for options, for movement. Oh, super find. And he's got away from him. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Totti. Great defending, strong and determined.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
This is a
Schneider, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had.
Kindly make his way to the
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Miami definitely impressing me here, especially the way...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
So it's down to business here.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
That's Dembele. Ronaldinho, nicely spread. Messi will
Not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
And this is Dembele. And a chance! Off the post! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Change of plan here, perhaps.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And it's Lamina. Dembele! Oh, what has happened here? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Yamal tries to pass it through. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Looking tidy in possession here. Takes a shot! They score!
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 17 minutes is number 1.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ronaldinho. Oh, super ball.
Driving through the middle. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's Ibrahimovic! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Kong and Hanoi really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
And it's Ronaldinho. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Great chance! And that's a sharp finish. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net.
That can he finish?
And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Forlan. Now it's Schneider.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Succumbs to the pressure. Hazard. And it's Schneider. Conte.
Ibrahimovic. Oh, that was vital. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, important interception. Azar. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played. Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up. Hazard. And this is Forlan. Chance! More pressure on the opposition goal.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
It's their second corner of the game. Nice interception, well timed. Kong and Hanoi have the chance to go the other way. Messi. Marquinhos. It's Ferdinand. Yamal.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Forlan. Oh, he's got a... Forlan! And again, he is at his elastic best. This possibly the last play of the half. Can he finish? And it's hoisted clear. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Second period then underway.
Miami are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Can he get it through? He's having a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Sneijder deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
But he's left disappointed.
Rijkaard is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Now it's Forlan. That's a good ball. He's had a shot! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Azar quietly revving up. Conte tries to play it through. Ibrahimovic driving forward. It's Ibrahimovic! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They're up to 5 corners now. That's the keeper's ball.
Pong and Hanoi are looking to go forward now. No, he's not getting past him there. And here's Forlan. Schneider picked out brilliantly. Great ball, and he's in here. Ronaldinho. Lamina making good progress on the right-hand side. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press.
Shot, surely! And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And now he has 2. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Schneider, and it's Forlan. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. He's through here. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This for genuine comfort. Brilliant save from Donnarumma!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
And here's Dembele. Azar. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Dembele. He shifted it to the flank. And he's picked it up out wide. Backward it goes. Ronaldinho! Just about up to 75 minutes. Lamina producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Yamal. Conte, the man that is tenacity personified. Conte, great vision. Hazard has the space to scheme. And this is Forlan, and he's in on goal. Goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So now the difference is 3.
Substitution.
Yamal. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And he welcomes it in. He's found some space. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Substitutions taking place.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And this is Messi, and he's managed to get free. A lot of space ahead of him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
There will be 5
Well,
minutes.
the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
There
shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Forlan clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
The corner count is rising. That's 6.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes.
Messi. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Messi. Now it's Eto'o. And he welcomes it in. Nice control.
And this is Eto'o. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
Forlan claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Miami definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was link-up play, running in behind.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, Peter, there's a player on this pitch who's hard not to like. The smiling assassin, Ronaldinho. He always looks like he's having a good time, and it's mostly true because of his superb skill and imagination.
Yeah, just brilliant, isn't he? A different level.
Infectious.
Oh, nicely intercepted. He won't be happy with that one. He's in a good position here. So what can they make of this?
Forlan.
Great vision. He can run onto that.
There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Hazard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short. And here's Hazard. Oh, that's nice.
Hazard stood his ground strongly. And that is well cleared. Goes for a shot! Eto'o. And this is Dembele. He has found the way through. And the shot! It's hit the upright. Kante clear stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Forlan. Looking for options for movement. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Miami clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Good read, needed to be. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Conte. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ronaldinho. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Lamina. He has a look up. Oh, what has happened here? Not the most accurate pass. Kong and Hanoi have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Schneider really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And here's the chance to counter. Oh, super find. Well timed, excellent interception. Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. Schneider. And here's Ibrahimovic. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Eto'o. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Ronaldinho. Shoots! And he's done it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Kong and Hanoi have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And he has been fouled there. Zanetti can see things others simply cannot. Ceballos. And it's Dembele. Ceballos. Now that's well seen too. Azar. Schneider. Looking for the run. Ibrahimovic powering forward here. Now that is a hefty challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Yamal running with the ball. Aims beyond the defence. Tries to play it through. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. That gets us going once more.
Miami can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Yamal is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him.
Can he finish? Oh, good finish! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Ronaldinho, now it's Eto'o. And the shot's on here. Ronaldinho! Marquinhos could move up a gear here. Ball played for Conte. Kong and Hanoi are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Can he get it through? Takes a shot! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And here's Eto'o. Marquinhos. Now it's Eto'o. Stood up well to him there. And now the breakaway. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And he's managed to get free. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Ronaldinho. Lemina. Eto'o is onto this.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Schneider. Now it's Hazard. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Little pass back.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now, can they get him away? Plenty to aim at here. And this is Dembele. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lemina makes the interception. Dembele. Can he get on the end of this?
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's a good foray he's making. Looking to play him in. Silvestre spots it and intercepts. Ronaldinho. Threads one in. 5 minutes left on the clock. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Knocks it into space. He is just caressing the ball. And he's gone backward here. And it's Rijkaard. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Miami nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. It's a promising position. He's found a way through.
That was lovely, that.
Cross into the box. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Ibrahimovic claiming the Man of the Match award. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Well, terms like genius and legend are often used, overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they do apply to this fella, the great Ronaldinho.
One of the best there's ever been, Peter, and always with a smile.
He was born with a football at his feet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Azar. Rijkaard. And Jamal. Lemina. And the shots! And the shots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Kong and Hanoi with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Eto! Now, who's going to be first to this? And now they can spring out of defence. Now, can they get him away? Yamal. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And here's Azar. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Bade.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Alexander-Arnold. Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Rijkaard.
Is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Rijkaard.
Yamal. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Lemina.
And it's Ronaldinho. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's fabulous.
And it's Ceballos.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. And here's the chance to counter.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lemina.
It's Ronaldinho. Batistuta. And this is Eto'o.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
And a chance! Goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Kong and Hanoi have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those...
Eto'o, shot a goal! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Kong and Hanoi are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Forlan. He is through here.
Alexander-Arnold
Did just about enough to come out on top there.
Neither party overly willing to compromise.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Azar. And that has left him in a heap. Lemina with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Lemina is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Lemina.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal, and the through ball.
No, that's been intercepted. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second half. Decent chance! It's their second corner of the game. Batistuta! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Yamal. And it's Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Batistuta.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Shot could be on.
And he shoots!
Lemina. Ronaldinho. The ball has bounced loose now. And it's Sneijder.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Forlan looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And there's his chance to lead the counter.
And here's Sneijder.
Sneijder really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And he's being shifted off it.
Can he get it through? And he's in on goal! He's having a shot! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A case now of complete control. Kong and Hanoi needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Azar.
Yamal. Sneijder. Silvestre gets a foot in here. Ceballos. And he's worked it through.
Eto'o. Swing. Can he finish? It's fallen kindly here. Great football, shot and save.
Ronaldinho clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Zanetti can see things others simply cannot. Eto'o going forward.
Eto'o. It's Eto'o! He's got a goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Lemina.
Oh, it's big chance! And a neat finish! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Number 21.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Azar. That's tidy.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Some really good ball movement.
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Alexander-Arnold.
Ready to try one.
And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
He's gone for the shots. And it's hit the woodwork and out.
That's at the end. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
And a quick reminder,
so, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Miami desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed and...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much underway now.
Shoots! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Kong and Hanoi are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard. And it's Marquinhos. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now, can they get him away? He's on it, can he get away? Khan punts it upfield. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, good take in a good area. Brilliantly cut out. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. He's had a shot! Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's looking wide, looking to play him in. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Chance! And that's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Kong and Hanoi really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And it's Ceballos.
And he's lost. Shot a goal! Well taken goal. Just one goal in it now. Game on! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Tar is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Eto'o, and this is Batistuta. Just a big chance! It's hit the upright. Schneider. Hazard. Great ball if he can get there. Crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's Ceballos. Half an hour played now. Might be dangerous. It's Eto'o!
And that's a good finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely feet. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Schneider. Hazard. Driving forward.
Such good technique.
Look at the space here. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Can he latch on to this? Hazard. For Conte. And this is Hazard. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Forced to go back. And a chance! It's a loose ball. So they could break here.
Has been indicated.
That's been cut out, well played. Donnarumma sends that a long way. And that brings the first half to a close. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So, a really enthralling 45 minutes. Beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. And we are back underway. Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard calmly anticipates.
This is the time you need that pace.
Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. Lemina given the lift of his goal. And it's Batistuta. And that pass just didn't quite work. And this is Forlan. Can he get on the end of this? Ferdinand cuts it out. Forlan needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Ceballos. Ronaldinho. Now it's Eto'o. Well, that has not gone well. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Schneider. And the shot! He's got a goal! And again they hit the front. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Schneider. Schneider makes a dash for it. Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's been caught. Oh, it's fallen loose again. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Oh, didn't catch it right.
Miami certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Ronaldinho. Yamal is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Yamal has the space to scheme. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Towering header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ferdinand. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Nicely weighted ball. Yamal does really well to win the ball there.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Hazard gets into a good position.
Substitution.
And here's Totti. Totti is flagged offside. Eto'o. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's beaten the last man. Bade. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Now that's well seen too. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Over to the right flank. He is just caressing the ball. Corner number 2 then. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And this is Conte! And that is wildly off target. I think we're just about done here. This is a promising build-up. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Tonali receives it in a good position. Oh, what has happened?
Surely! And there's a goal! We thought they were done, but never say never! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Kong and Hanoi are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Your reflections then, Jim?
Miami can always take more positives.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Now it's Forlan. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Forlan. That's good play. Conte. And he's heaved it away. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that play on the counter. Okay, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries and his willingness to get back and cover. All qualities I really like. And then there's a whole...
Oh, shooting chance! Off the post! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it into space. Ceballos wins the duel this time. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. And it's Ibrahimovic. Tries to play it through. Some good work on the right flank here.
Oh, really well played.
He has a look up. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Now there's a fine ball. Thinks about the shot. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Eto'o. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's had it nicked away. Marquinhos cuts it out. He's looking wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Forlan. Hazard. He's found a way past. It's a promising position. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival. Forlan is fouled. He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
It's a very good position, this, and the right distance too.
Schneider! Schneider! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
After 30 minutes is number 8.
The first breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Schneider, this is promising. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Getting up there! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Alexander-Arnold. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And here's Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pinches it off him. Great vision. Chance here to counter. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Schneider, good purposeful running this. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Forlan! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Ceballos running with the ball. Batistuta going about things with real menace. This might spell, and he shoots! And he's stuck it away. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Batistuta.
That's been cut out, well played.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Kong and Hanoi get the second half started.
Miami have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
It's Ibrahimovic! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, such a clever touch. Great ball, and he's in here. Picked out, and a chance! Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Neto.
And the counter is on.
Oh, that's well spotted. Looking to play him in. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's on it. Can he get away? Conte. Rijkaard.
Well, they can break here.
Conte. Forlan needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And this is Ibrahimovic.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.